Bitcoin already hitting my target around 74,500, and the question is, are we going to the bear market and bull market already over? On this video, I want to talk about the Bitcoin for a higher and a lower time frame, including the Ethereum, Solana, and XRP. So definitely stay to the end. What's up everyone, Purianik here, and I hope you're still surviving on this market. As you can see, Bitcoin on the weekly time frame almost hitting my target around 74,500 and almost we're retesting this green box. And the question is, are we going to break this support around $72,000 and we can see the lower price for a Bitcoin, or maybe this is the major support for a Bitcoin and we can get a bounce back from this support. As we can see on the weekly time frame, we are below the 80,000, but the hopium is still Bitcoin hold this support, and as soon as the Bitcoin holding this support can get some chance to back up again. But honestly, after the Mr. Trump put in the tariff, we can see the all market, crypto market and stock market is reacting, and all the market is dumping right now. But one thing you have to remember, who is the big investor and selling their shares, they have to put in this money to some asset. If they want to invest on the cryptocurrency, definitely is not going to be buying in 100,000, 90,000 or 80,000. They're looking for a price for a lower than what we can see right now. Bitcoin already from the top around 109,000 to the current price almost around 29% and almost 32% to $74,500. And we can see right now still we have a volume here, and if we breaking this support, the more volume is starting around 70,000, 65,000, and the major volume is standing around $62,000. If I'm zoom out a little bit, we can see right now major volume is standing around approximately around 65,200, and we can see the 65,000 is a top of 2021 before the market crash. Means that right now this resistance acting as a specially support. That's why if you were breaking this support, possible for a Bitcoin come and retest the $67,000, $65,000 again, then maybe we back up from there. But right now trend is your friend and we are on the downtrend, and as soon as the market is on the down, we have to be a little bit patient. Maybe 74,500 is a low right now, because on 2024 we already get the very special resistance here, and right now Bitcoin back to this resistance, and this resistance is act as a strong support right now. That's why we are already targeting this green box, and I'm already mentioned if we come in here around this area, definitely we can see some buy around this area. And right now we already back to $77,000, means $3,000 pump. But this is not enough. As soon as the Bitcoin below the $80,000, and who knows, maybe we can break this support. That's why I'm repeating on this channel, if we be breaking this support, especially around $72,000, possible to see the Bitcoin around $65,000, $67,000 again. If I check in the moving average on the weekly time frame, we can see we are a little bit below the 50 EMA, and 100 EMA is standing around approximately 64,000, and the 200 moving average is standing around $58,000. If I check in the MACD also on the weekly time frame, after the cross, still histogram is gaining, and this means still market on the sell pressure. And honestly with you guys, any moment we can break in this support, but still there is a hopium if Bitcoin back up to $80,000. If I check in the DMI also on the weekly time frame, we can see the D- is holding above the 20%, means that still bears controlling the market. If I check in the BB also, we can see right now the low band of the BB is still gaining, and there is no cross to the up, and mid band of the BB on the weekly time frame is still standing around $93,000, and the top band is standing around 109K. But there is still hopium. As soon as the Bitcoin holding this support, can be bounced back. I'm not saying reversal, but it still can possible for a Bitcoin to retest in the 80,000 and get rejected from there. But right now, Bitcoin is still holding, and I need to see the Bitcoin on the weekly time frame holding above the $75,000, then maybe we can see some changes and possible to come and retest the $80,000 or $85,000 or back again to $90,000. But right now we are still on the downtrend and we are still on the sell pressure. If I back into the daily time frame, you can see right now we already get the bounce from this support, and still can possible for a Bitcoin to retest the $80,000, and we can see midband of the BB also standing around 83,000, and on the daily time frame, as soon as the holding this support, possible to see the Bitcoin around 80,000 or come and retest the 83,000, $85,000, and maybe we get rejected again from that area. But right now, as soon as the Bitcoin holding this support, the nearest resistance is standing around $80,500, and midband on the daily time frame is standing around $83,000, and we can see the red descent line resistance is standing around this area very close to the midband. That's why as soon as the Bitcoin holding this support, possible to come and retest this area again, then if we want to be bullish again, Bitcoin have to take over the $85,000, and we can see on the daily time frame, top band of the BB is standing around $89,500. Our box also around this area, $89,000 right now, acting as a strong resistance. If we want to be mega bullish on the Bitcoin, we have to break above the 89,000, then maybe 95,000, 100,000, and 6-digit number again possible to see on the Bitcoin. But right now Bitcoin is still holding, and major resistance on the current price is standing around 89,500. Let's check the Ethereum on the daily time frame and see how's the Ethereum on the daily time frame. But before we are starting on Ethereum, I'm still trading Bybit, and currently I'm using Bitunics exchange. Very comfortable exchange. For who have a problem with the verification, CryptoZone becoming partner with the Bitunics, and for a new user, we have a special campaign for a Bitunics until 3rd of June for who have a problem with the verification. For first 100 people who registered the Bitunics can claim 10 USDT, but you have to have at least $100 deposit, and if you deposit $200 and your trading volume reach to $10,000, you can get $100 USDT future bonus. At the same time, if you deposit $500 and your trading volume touch the 250,000, you can get a 200 USDT, and if you deposit 1,000 USDT and your trading volume touch the $500,000, you can earn 300 USDT, and more activity reward you can get from the Bitunics exchange, especially until 3rd of June. I'm already trading on Bitunics. If you check in the CryptoZone on the Telegram group, you can see time to time when I'm trading on Bitunics, I'm sharing my profit there. Very comfortable exchange, and I'm very happy to trade on that and very happy to introduce it to you. Link in description and pin in the comment. Ethereum on the daily time frame, as I'm already mentioned, the major support for Ethereum is standing around 1,900, and if we be breaking down below, we have to say bye-bye to Ethereum. We already retesting this support around 1,472, and if we be breaking this support, we can see the next support is standing around 1,150, and the major support for Ethereum is standing around $880. As soon as the Ethereum below the 1,900 is still on the sell pressure, and I don't know honestly what happened to the Ethereum. I'm a little bit fed up for Ethereum. I'm already mentioned on the previous video. Ethereum is not looking good, especially Ethereum this year couldn't touch the $4,500, and we are still on the downtrend. And as soon as the Ethereum below 1,900 still can come and retest the lower price. But right now, Ethereum also is still hold above the 1,400, and we can see the midband of the BB is standing around 1,850. as soon as the holding this support, possible for Ethereum to come back again. I'm not saying exactly sharply we can come back to 1,800 or 1,900, but possible to see the Ethereum back again to this resistance around 1,600 or $1,650. On the daily time frame, Ethereum not looking good, but we are still holding this support, and as soon as this support hold it, I'm not going to be surprising to see the Ethereum come and retest this resistance, or maybe higher resistance around 1,800 or 1,900 is may taking time. I'm not saying sharply we can come in here or sharply we breaking down this support. We needed time for this, and maybe we get some short liquidation and then dump to this support. Let's check Solana and see what's going on Solana. Solana also on the daily time frame, I'm already mentioned, if we be breaking this support around 120, we have a support around 107 or major support standing around $92. We are very close to $92 and we get the bounce back from here, and we already retesting this resistance around 107. And for me, it's important to see the Solana break above 107 and back to $120 again. Right now, so Solana is on the sell pressure, but the goodest part is still holding this support for a few days. If Solana hold above the 107, 108, not surprising to see the Solana again back to 119, 120, and we can see the mid band of the BB is standing around $120. At the same time, top band of the BB is standing around $146, which is the top of this green box. But right now, Solana also on the sell pressure, and we already get the bounce back from this. We already get the bounce back from this support. As soon as the Solana below the 180, I think it's possible to see the more downtrend for a Solana. And if we be breaking this support around $92, another support is standing around $81, $82, then the major support for Solana is standing around $60. So right now, very difficult situation for all market, especially we can see the Solana from the $300 right now around $100, almost 68% dump, and still we can have a hopium Solana holding this support. Otherwise, lower price for Solana on the table. XRP also on the daily time frame, we are already breaking below the 1.8 Fibonacci line. And as soon as the XRP below 1.8, the major support for XRP is standing around 1.3. I'm not saying sharply we can come here. I need to see the XRP hold above the $1.8, then maybe we can come and retest in $2, $2.1. And we can see the mid band of the BB is standing around 2.1. But this is not so doing good. As soon as the XRP below this Feb resistance, we already breaking below, come and retest. Then from my view, as soon as the below 1.8, I thinking possible to see the XRP come and retest in the lower price around 1.3 or 1.29, and we have a hopium to XRP hold this support. But on daily time frame, we can see the head and bullish divergence on the XRP, but we have to see XRP break above 1.87, then maybe we can come and retest in the 2.1. Otherwise, if we see the daily candle closing below this resistance, I'm not going to be surprising to see the lower price for XRP. So this is all about today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you still doesn't have a Bybit account or you're looking for a non-KYC exchange, I'm already mentioned on description and pin on the comment. All the best for you, and see you on the next video.